Greetings, Slackers. It's November 11th, 2016, and I'm over here with an update. And I want to talk to you about this post election business because I said that I was going to put out a video before, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't. Um, if you'll just hear things out, it looks like things kind of went the way that they needed to. Right now, I understand that there's a lot of people out there who are angry because Hillary lost and Trump won. Well, if you want my personal opinion, um, Trump was the lesser of two evils. Bear with me here as I kind of explain this and go through with it. You know, a lot of people are angry because he was put into place. But if you take a look at Hillary Clinton and who she was as a character, and you take a look at the information that the alternative media was putting out, there was a cloud on her character. And being that she was someone who served as a government employee, state employee, she crossed the line and she did some really shady stuff on the behalf of the American people and against the American people. So to me, that really says a lot because when I think about this whole election, and I didn't register to vote, I didn't vote for a candidate, but I was in favor of supporting one over the other, and there's some reasons why. A couple weeks ago, when I was on the road at a hotel, I was listening to the debate. And so I watched the third debate and pretty much all of them. And the third one really sealed the deal, at least from my perspective, because these past couple years I've been learning a lot about, let's just say, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, you know, your own personal rights and your relationship to the government. And so, you know, the questions that he was asked, let's just say he answered them appropriately. He answered them in a way that, for instance, when it came to the whole Second Amendment gun issue, he stood up for it and said that, you know, the Constitution and all the amendments need to be uh, protected and, you know, basically respected. And so that really resonated with me at a core level. And when the question was bounced back to Hillary, she kind of just skipped over it and she was just so adamant about, you know, we can do something about guns and common sense reform. Everyone agrees to that. Well, I've never really been interested in guns before, up until a few years ago. I started going to the gun range, I started learning about guns, and I really started getting into the whole aspect of, you know, if this is a right that's afforded to you, your Second Amendment, then you have every right to defend yourself from someone who wishes to, you know, attack you, an aggressor. And from what I've been kind of following over the years is that she would like to, she wanted to take away people's gun rights or at least scale them back. I remember in 2008 when Obama was elected, and I remember white co-workers and bosses that I had. You know, we talked, and I just kind of listened, and um, I just took a lot in. I just absorbed stuff, and so you know, my managers and my bosses they were white, so they openly expressed, you know, going and buying guns, going to the gun shops and stuff like that. And so I didn't really put two and two together about what was going on. And you know, I asked them some questions about, hey, you know, you guys going to the gun range? What's going on with this and everything? And so they were basically talking about it from the aspect, and it was a fear that this man, Obama, would do something about the Second Amendment and deprive them of their right. To a lot of people, that sounds corny and childish until, again, you get into the alternative media where they discuss a different spectrum of information. And when you hear that information, you know, you're just like, wow, you know, how come the mainstream media is omitting this kind of information? How come they're not telling me this stuff? And so what they basically shared with me helped to sort of put light on the situation about their relationship with guns. And with getting guns and using them for your own protection and safety. You have that right. As a man, if you have a family, okay, and this is where we jump from politics into, our personal relationships. You take your girl out on the town or something like that, you have the right to protect yourself and protect her. And you want to be able to do that. You have the right to walk down the street and not be messed with. You have a right to travel places and not be infringed upon. It's ideas like these that really started to resonate with me. And so politics in this sense is very important. I know people got into the whole sideshow of the political sound bites and the other clips and stuff like that. And so, when you are paying attention to the mainstream news, you got to understand that their um, whole agenda is to spin information and to exaggerate it and to misinform. And so, as a slacker, hey, you got time on your hands, maybe you're sitting around, you want to be a little bit smarter about this, okay? You want to take information in, you want to scan it, you want to know things, you want to have things to be able to share, you want to be able to listen to others and absorb information. So this is why I think it's important to pay attention to news and get this little laid out. Uh, Share your thoughts about how you feel about the outcome of the election. Were you satisfied with it? Which candidate were you going for? And what were your reasons for going with that candidate? Um, I've already kind of put out there who I was sort of for. So also let me know about, you know, when it comes to politics and when it comes to your personal relationships, is this something that you get into and discuss with the people that you're getting to know? You know, find out where their mind is at. That's the point of it. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I will have a follow-up to this, but I just wanted to get this out real quick because it's November 11th and I haven't done a video in a couple days. And so being that I'm behind schedule, I'm going to go ahead and put some more videos out. So stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next one.